Hello, and a very warm welcome to another Friday Light Language Activation. I hope you're keeping warm because it's absolutely freezing at the moment in Brighton. Beautiful, beautiful clear blue skies, but very cold, and I hope that you are wrapped up warm wherever you are. But this week we have been working with the motto. So my Bixby's suddenly going mad. Let me turn that off. We've been working with the motto that I release all that doesn't want to be with me. And, as human beings, we are very good at accumulating stuff. And in fact, accumulating relationships as well, what we call them relationships. They might be people that we've had in our lives temporarily. We stuff our address book or our Facebook page with them. But what do they bring to us, actually? Nothing at all, really. It's just more stuff that we just save up in our lives. But what happens is life gets really complicated, when there's so much in it. When you have a house that is so full of stuff that you can't see a countertop. When you look in your wardrobe and you can't see what clothes you've got because there are too many. And life is like this, because we seem to think that the more stuff that we have, the more things that we accumulate, that the more alive we are. But that's not actually how it works. We spend so much time trying to keep hold of all the things that actually want to leave us, all the things that just don't serve a purpose. We will go out with a friend just to keep the friendship, when actually we'd be much better placed allowing that friendship just to fade away. We keep repairing something that actually is long past its use date. And yet we want to keep it because it reminds us of a past. But how do we move forward if we keep holding on to all the things that keep us in the past? And we hold on to these things because it gives us a sense of stability. But we're changing, we're evolving, we are stepping forward, and we have to allow for space to be made within our life, for new things to come in. We can't hoard everything, we can't hold on to everything. And the problem with keeping all this old stuff is that it always takes us back to a time that is long past. And if we hold onto that time and we keep harking back to it and we keep saying, no, this is where I want to be, this is where I have to go. Otherwise you can all see my little selfie mirror in there. Should have cleared that away. But if we keep holding on to everything that doesn't suit us anymore, we don't grow. We don't make room for our growth. We don't make room for blossoming into who we are. It's a bit like what do they call it? A bonsai tree. You keep wanting it to be exactly the same shape, to be as small and to look identical. And so, we keep denying it growth. We cannot deny ourselves growth. We are growing. This is our natural way of being in life. And in order to grow, we have to release what no longer resonates with our energy, because our energy is changing. It is raising in vibration. And if we keep bringing into our lives all the things that resonate with who we used to be, with the person who used to be in pain, with the person who used to be full of anger or hate, if we keep bringing these things back in, it stops that natural evolution. And this is not what life is about. We need to set our soul free, set our energy free to blossom. And that means release. So stop trying to pull back into your life all those things that naturally want to leave. We'll only get hurt by doing that. And what I thought I'd do, just for a change this time, I thought I'd pull a card. It comes from this gorgeous pack called the Enchanted Map. So I just love. I saw these cards, I thought I have to have them. It's one of those things I had to have. But I did, interestingly, when I received these, I also got rid of another pack that no longer suited me because I recognised that perhaps I have too many. No such thing. But the card that came out was this beautiful card, if you can see that. It's called Coming Apart. And it speaks not of us falling apart, because that sounds as though we are being split apart and that is a journey of pain and of difficulty. No, it speaks of coming apart from all the things that do not vibrate or resonate with our higher energy, with our changed energy. It says it's time to set those things free. And this was genuinely the card that came up. So it's fully supportive of us embracing new beginnings, embracing a new start. And this is so interesting because, again, two energies have been working with us in this week. And one is the Roman god of new beginnings, Janus, who, as I said in the post, in this year of the snake, it is about shedding the skin. And we have to shed this skin, this image that we've held onto of who we are in order to allow growth. And the other energy that's coming in is someone called Vaiwamus, who is an aspect of Sanat Kumara. And again, Vaiwamus, a very powerful energy that speaks to us of letting go, of becoming something else. And if we keep seeing ourselves as limited, then we won't actually expand into everything that we are. And so in order to find our purpose, to become all that we're meant to be, we have to release the old. It's the only way forward. We can't bring everything with us. Can you imagine the suitcases that we'd be carrying if we said, right, all my life has got to come forward with me all the time? When you begin to release the old, you begin to see that you no longer resonate with that. Your past becomes a mirage, a blur, because you have risen, you have grown out of that, and you no longer need it. And it's incredibly freeing to recognize that I'm done with that. That was me. But now I'm something else. Now I'm blossoming. So that is the really, I think, powerful message for this time, not just for this week, but for this time. Let go, move forward, and become all that you're meant to be. So now I know that these two are waiting, just waiting to give us some light language, activations to help us to let go, to help us to not grieve, although we are allowed to grieve for what was, but to recognize that stepping forward is joyful and we don't need to grieve for what was. It will always be with us in one shape or form because it made us, but we don't need to hold on anymore. So it's time to open your hands to let go and open your heart to receive. Sit back, relax, open your ears and open your heart to hear. And we give thanks for everything that is about to come through. Mo si orasho, simo si otodara. Kianyatake, kanya moranshi meshibaiterun takoroborashi. Chayismeya norabara gutkurans kamietake. Chanayura ishmerum barabrashikiswara. Tarishana, tamari, Asia. Taisia, Tadorabara Kiborashinkaj, Moraishatia, Tayinda Daya, Atabrabra Kurkurabishkisia. Yus Mora Yitke, Judetamara Rodabashkin Marsi tu Chatibras, Tatiskat, Katarajanara, Deya Marsima. Ayaran Shoshia, Ayarandaka, Iura Oshishisha Marashisa, Raritashisa, Karoya to Krishikisa, Tayay, Daya Dianyorar and the Kiwara, Koran Sitiki, a Krisko. Chashiorashi, Setias Meta, Paradant Kurukurashi, Siyasia, Tondo, Chochoya Parashasa. Nayinara, Radiso, Tareta Toshasiat, Kishkoya Takashi, Jamiaro, Aresi Shana. Marundo Jodiaru Shushi, Warishusa Yedorashin, Kesarakoraitarkishki, Nimarande Sia, Chania Toshkiroisku Aramarake Warasi, Chinashi, Sia Tekaya, Chiazi Turkajea, Tadishnik Rajia, Chinamia Warandashi, Siyakia, Krekartia, Krekitorambrakoraiske, Petsia Tatasi, Namaria, Maria Yunumaradaya, Chayorandashi. Memora etesishi kian kusia tikia tenziada. Kurebona karakada koishkisia. Nimarasi. We're reminded that what we're trying to do is to hold every sort of ex-partner that we've had in our lives and make room for them all. We find it easy to let them go. We find it easy to step forward to where we are, and yet in other areas we struggle. We have to recognize what is past. Marushasia de Kraganeta, Marandia Maya, Murabrashi. Chamie oya tiato, at Yanoa, at Yonawa, Ramarajumbrakoa. I see Shakimora Karagonamaraki Kushi, Shamiat, Shamat, a boy at the Karakomanchke. I Yamura. Ayasi, Judu at the Brahmana shore, Kimurski, Shamiat, Siaya, Sinyavara, Tudurasi, Yamarasi, Sia, and the care. Chami, Ubarabishkis, Maratesha, Sian, Goroshkisa, Chami, Orunda Gemma, Aidarama to Brasishum Kuya, Siata, Arasi, Yamora. Ayadora Nana Breda Ramadaria to Koshi, Chimura, Eshimasi, Tindia Burundoro, Gaikasuya, Juayanta, be Mara Barandokushi. What we also do is we look back at the past and we see it through rose-coloured glasses. We think, oh, it was so beautiful, why can't I go back there? But when we were there, we were suffering, we were in pain. And we have to know that moving forward is always the route to more joy, to more light coming into our lives. Our power resides with being in the moment, with being here now. It is not based on who we were back then. But Nemasi, ayu aitikimera, quando carabajke samasi. Chayedora, chimbeato, aishibaro, kayasia, kayeskora, kayeskomra, nabarashi, she edian, ske ayetorojma. Oran shissimia, mayundara moshiase, chamiaron the prashkoro yabrukiskia to Keara, tatamor di ginger barajunko, siara tachishi, mamora tapashi, Nemisura. Tesi dian kuteora arambashi, mamorashi, marumbarji, chamarasi odora. Ayame. Mama mara para kare korukishku suya shodiata se. Tanjian no rayoran bashi. Morandakshishi. We are allowed to know that we can love the past. My mora baraki ora kishi sandya the sia. We can love everything that has happened in our lives, and we can hold that love in ourselves, but we still have to release everything that has happened to us is all oneness. And to think that someone can remove a part of that oneness is nonsensical. Everything. Everything that we've been through will always live within us. We don't need to fear losing it. We simply need to release it from who we are currently and allow the new to arise and to grow. Because this is the journey of life. You are now fitting into a new box, a new mold, and you cannot possibly fit back into the old one that you were. You've become too big, too powerful, too loved, and that time is done. Powerful words. And they're right. We love to hold on to everything. But we can't. We clean our houses. We talk of a spring clean. We also have to allow the spring clean to happen here, within our heart, within our energy. Because also remember, the more we hold on to the past, the less room there is for the light of our soul to reside within our energy and our physical self. So if you ever long to be more of your soul, to embody more of your light, you have to let go. So I hope you will take those words forward, as I say, not just for this week, but for life. And I am thrilled that you were able to be here to join me. And I look forward so much to being with you here again for another Friday Light Language Activation. And for now, I send you many, many light blessings. Bye-bye.